Hello, Cross City families. Well, we are so excited that summer camp is upon us. Now, obviously, we're excited to be heading back up to Hume Lake and Hume SoCal, but we know that there's been a little bit of kind of a change this year than in past years, and Hume is actually having some different requirements of both our students and our leaders. And so we wanted to kind of explain a little bit of what those requirements are and how to kind of give those requirements to Hume Lake. So I don't know if you have heard yet, but if I'm the first one, I'm really sorry, but basically every single student or leader that will be attending camp this year, this goes for our elementary, junior high, and high school, they will all be required to either provide a negative COVID test or proof of vaccination. Now, there's some caveats with that. There's some certain kind of time frames you have to hit, but we wanted to kind of explain a little bit more in depth about what that looks like. So Hume is requiring either a negative PCR test or a negative antigen test. And so those are the only two tests that they are actually accepting. So antibody tests, anything like that are actually not accepted by Hume Lake. And what you're gonna need to do is you can either do that through your doctor's office, you can do that through a pharmacy. Myself and Keaton actually wanted to see what the process was like for you guys. And so I'm gonna show you a little bit more about that in just a minute, what that process was like. So we actually went and got tested last week. I went to CVS, Keaton went to Walgreens, and kind of, wanted the whole experience of what you guys could experience. But like I said, you could do this at a doctor's office, you could do this at a county office, anywhere that they provide those tests. But myself and Keaton, we both got tested. We're negative, yay! But here's the basic process. So at CVS and Walgreens, they were basically the same thing. You set up an appointment, it was really, really easy to do. You had to put in some insurance information. That just gives you a free test, so there was no cost whatsoever. And then we both did basically the drive-up one. So we did not get out of our cars at all, and they actually handed us all the testing equipment actually to us, and we did the test ourselves. So there was no one sticking anything crazy up our nose or anything like that. We did it all ourselves. It took all of 5 minutes. It was very, very quick. And then we got our tests about 36 hours later. Now they do say it could take up to 72 hours to get those tests, and I want to kind of take them at their word for that. But in our experience, it was about 36 hours between when we took our tests and when we actually got our test results back. So Hume is actually requiring that we do not take tests earlier than 72 hours before we arrive at camp. So for elementary and junior high, that means we cannot take them earlier than July 1st. And for high school, we cannot take those tests earlier than July 16th. So we are actually recommending for everyone so that you can give the proper amount of time, but you're not doing it too early, for elementary and junior high to take their test on July 1st, and for high school to take their test on July 16th. This will give you the earliest amount of time and give you a little bit of leeway time in case the tests take a little bit longer, but also kind of have enough time so you can get your results, you can make sure everything's kind of all squared away. So whatever is most comfortable for you, whether you want to do it at your doctor's office or a pharmacy or anything like that, you can schedule a test. We did have a little bit of experience. Walgreens, they only had a couple days in advance that you could actually schedule your test, whereas CVS, you could schedule your test much more kind of in the future. So you could actually probably even schedule that July 1st one right now as you're watching this video pretty easily. But whatever is easiest for you, remember it needs to be a PCR test. A PCR and an NAAT test are the exact same thing, or an antigen test. Those are the only two that they will accept. And so once you kind of have that stuff, once you get your results, I'm gonna show you how to actually upload that to Hume Lake. And then also, if you are vaccinated, if you are fully vaccinated, you do not need to provide a negative test at all. What you do need to do is upload your proof of vaccination. Your proof of vaccination and your negative test are actually almost identical steps. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. So once you have your negative test or your proof of vaccination, you go to this website right here. It's hume.org/screening. And so that'll pull up this website. So you have two different options. You can hit the proof of vaccination upload or the upload negative test results. So as of right now, we're gonna do the upload negative test results. And so that is actually gonna take you to this screen right here. And so there's a couple information that you might need to know. So you'll need what camp are you attending? So for our elementary and junior high, you'll click Hume Lake. And for our high school, you'll click Hume SoCal. For right now, I'm gonna just click Hume Lake. Name of the church you're attending, Cross City, and then what is your arrival date to camp? So for elementary and junior high, it is July 4th, and for high school, it is July 19th. So we'll go ahead and select July 4th right here. And then everyone is gonna select this top one. I am a camper or counselor with a church group. No one is an individual camper or volunteer, anything like that. So from there, you're gonna fill out, if you are a minor, fill out your parent and guardian's first and last name, and then all your camper information, all this information right here, and then how you would like to be contacted. Text to a number above, a phone call, email. And then at the bottom right here, you're gonna actually select, are you uploading a negative PCR test? Are you uploading your vaccination record? Or are you uploading a negative antigen test? This prior proof of COVID-19 exposure is only for New England, not for California, so that does not apply to us at all. So I'm gonna actually upload a negative PCR test, so I select that one and then hit next. And it's gonna take you to this screen right here. It gives you all the little warnings, anything you need to know, and you actually hit choose file. Mine's right on my desktop right there, so I'm gonna choose that. This is what CVS sent me, and so I'm gonna hit upload on that one right there. It is all selected, and then you hit next. And then from there, you are completely done. And actually, you will get an email from, it's a company called FormSite, which actually kind of builds the form on here. You'll get an email directly from them basically saying, congratulations, you have uploaded all of your information. If you are uploading your proof of vaccination, you will do the exact same thing as we just talked about, but at the bottom of the first page, you will just click proof of vaccination record. You'll go to that second page, upload a picture of that, and they will also email you back basically confirmation saying, hey, we've got your information, you are good to go. From there, you are all set. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to help you out. There are some things that we might actually have to reach out to Hume Lake for, or we might have you reach out to Hume Lake for, because there's only so much control that we have over this. But we are excited for summer camp, and if you need anything, please let us know. We'll talk to you guys soon.